Okay. So my voice is audible to you or not all? Okay. So I'm going to start the class now. So we are going to discuss the third chapter, that is the transportation. In the transportation, in last class we completed the transportation in animals. Now we are discuss that transportation in the plants. That is, in your textbook they had given that how materials are transported within the plants. Okay, if you can take here human beings. In human beings, that is in animals. So in animals, that is a peculiar transportation we discussed in earlier class, that is the most complicated transportation. For example, if you can take the human beings, but transportation means what you can say, transferring the materials from one place to another place, that is within the body also here we can discuss. So a peculiar transport system is there, that is a pumping organ which we can call it as a heart, and some of the blood vessels, arteries, veins, capillaries, so like that, lymphatic system. So like that, many points we discussed whenever we discussing about the transportation in animals. Now then how the transportation is taking place in the plant. Okay, so we having like that, the plants also having that like that, the heart, arteries, veins, capillaries, lymphatic system, like that, the plants also will have? No. So there will be a separate system is there for plants. Okay, so in your lower classes, that is one of the scientists who can be called, that is, and also we discussed in the first chapter, that is Van Helmont. So he is the scientist, he is the person who said that the plants can absorb the water from the soil. Okay, so along with the water, they can also absorb the minerals. Okay, so that is one of the assumption he had given. So through which part it had been absorbed means with the help of the roots. Okay, and also whatever the plant absorbs, that absorption mostly done with the help of the root from the external environment. Okay, and then what about the food? So where the food will be prepared? Most probably the leaves. Leaves are we are calling leaves as a food factories. Why? Because food will be prepared in the leaves with the help of a most important life process, that is the photosynthesis. Okay, so whatever the food prepared in the leaves, aerial parts of the plant, they are the most aerial parts of the plant. So in that aerial part, the food will be prepared. Whatever the food will be prepared, that the food will be transported to the lower parts of the plant, that is lower body of the plant. I'll show you the picture, a clean picture, I'll show you that. Here, okay, see here. Okay, see here, so materials transport within the plant. So here from the roots, in the downal part, from the roots, with the help of the roots, what the materials are transporting means the water, minerals, okay, and gaseous substances also. The oxygen will be entering into the plant and carbon dioxide will taking exit from the plant. So you can understand by seeing the arrows. Okay, so sugar means what? The carbohydrates. Here the carbohydrates, the sugar will be prepared in the plant. So whatever the sugar prepared, see here the arrow marks, they will be sent out to the lower part of the plant body. Okay, so how this transportation will be done? So this transportation will be done in earlier class. We already discussed that. We already discussed that in earlier class. Okay, so with the help of the vascular bundles. So what are vascular bundles? There will be most probably two types of vascular bundles are there. What are they? Xylem and phloem. We already known in 7th and 9th class, we already discussed that. So xylem What is the function of the xylem? Okay, so I'll show you the position of the xylem and phloem in stem and the root. First, I'll show you that. Yes, good. I show you the position of xylem and phloem in the stem and the root. Okay. Okay, see here. So, that is the shape of the vascular bundles will be top shaped. Here you can see in the root, in the stem, and in the leaf. So, particularly here we will be distinguishing between the root and the stem. Okay. So, here in the root, where the xylem is present inside of the plant. Inside. See here. Inside. Phloem is present outside. Okay, and if you can see in the stem, xylem is present outside and phloem is present. See here, that is it okay now? So the red part is the xylem and the phloem is the orange color part is the phloem. So you can compare here. So in the root, xylem is present inside. Okay, inside of the stem here here it is the section of the stem. Okay, the TS section, the transverse section of the stem. We are taking the stem in the transverse manner, dissecting. Xylem and the phloem. Xylem is present inside in the root and xylem is present outside in the stem. Okay, so that's why we are calling it as a endark xylem. Endark means inside. Xylem is present inside. Remember, for competitive NTSC exams, very important. In root, the xylem position is endark, E-N-D-A-R-C, endark xylem, and xylem position in the stem is the exarch. Okay, why? Because in the roots are the main water transporting system. Okay, water transporters. So that's why the xylem is present inside here. And if you can see in the stem, so the in the stem where the xylem is will be means. Here see it is also present here inside only. If you can see in the leaf, xylem is present here, see ma, xylem is present outside and phloem is present inside. Okay, so these are the positions of the xylem and phloem in the root, in the stem, and in the leaf. Okay, so these are the main, the xylem and phloem are the transporters of the food and water in the plant body. Okay, conducting systems, we can simply say conducting tissues we can say. What they are conducting? Xylem is conducting the water and phloem is conducting the food. From where to where means xylem is conducting the water from roots to upper parts of the body, that is from the roots to the stem to the leaf. Okay, like that. And phloem is conducting food material from where to where? From the leaves to the lower parts of the body. Leaves means here, that is from the leaves to stem to roots. Okay, so here that is like that. Some of the scientists, they will be discovered that. Then now we are that is one of the activities we'll be discussing now regarding to that. So absorbing the root seeds. So now we are generally, that is in your home also you can able to do this activity. How it will be means, most probably all of you know that is germinating seeds. మొలకెత్తిన విత్తనాలు అంటారు కదా. So germinating seeds, all of you know that how the seeds will be germinated. How the seeds will be germinated means, first we have to soak them in the water for some time. After then, draining them, will be tie them in a cotton or muslin cloth for some time. Then you can observe some of the sproutlings will be coming out from that seed. Okay, we are calling them as a germinating seeds. We can take the bajra, we can take the mustard, whatever we can take, whatever grains we can take. Okay, so by whenever we can get a fine thread-like structures from that seeds, that is the germinating seeds, we are taking them and placing upon the slide and pressing against it. Why? Because whenever if we want to see under the microscope, that the specimen or that the material must be very very thin. Okay, so that's why we are pressing against it with the help of the our finger or a blunt substance. మొద్దుగా ఉన్న ఏదైనా సరే దాన్ని తీసుకొని దాన్ని ఒత్తేస్తే థిన్గా అయిపోతుంది. Then we can observe that the structures inside of that root, that is actually whatever we are seeing, that they are the root, and the root will be having again the root. Okay, so I will see how the transportation will be done. I'll show you the diagram that how the transportation mainly will be done. Yeah, see here, that is whatever you are seeing here, this is the stem, and the root hair you are seeing here, the root hair is protruded into the soil. The root hair is surrounded by the soil particles. Okay, surrounding the soil particles will be having the water. Okay, so in that is in ninth class, that is in the chapter plasma membrane, we'll discuss that is the concept, that is the osmosis. What is meant by osmosis? Movement of water molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. So where the water molecules concentration is more, outside of the plant is more comparing to the inside of the plant. So movement of water molecules from higher concentration to the lower concentration. అంటే ఎక్కడ హయ్యర్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఉందంటే సాయిల్ పార్టికల్స్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంది. ఎక్కడితో కంపేర్ చేస్తే రూట్ హెయిర్ లో ఉన్న సెల్స్ తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే. ఓకేనా? సో దట్స్ వై ద వాటర్ ఈజ్ మూవింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సాయిల్ పార్టికల్స్ టు ద సెల్స్ ఆఫ్ ది రూట్ హెయిర్. అట్లా ఒక సెల్, వన్ సెల్ నుంచి నైబరింగ్ సెల్, దాని పక్కన సెల్ కి, ఆ సెల్ నుంచి ఇంకో పక్కన సెల్ కి, అలా కంటిన్యూటీ, దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫ్లోయింగ్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ విల్ మేక్ ద కంటిన్యూ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో ఫైనల్లీ it will reaches to the stem. Okay, cortex of the stem. In the cortex, after then it will reaches the, like this, with the help of the osmosis only, it will be transferring, the water will be transporting from one cell to another cell, like that it will be finally reaches the xylem vessel. So among the xylem, nearly 5 types are there. 5 types of xylems we have seen there. So in that, the most important, most conducting, water conducting tissue, that is the xylem vessel. So if it finally reaches the xylem vessel, so from the xylem vessel the water will be transported. Okay, so this is what we discussed in 9th class. So water passes, so first water passes from the soil particles to into the one of the cell of the root hair, from one cell to neighboring cell. So like that, the water continuity, a column will be maintained from one cell to the another cell. So like that, it will be finally reaches to the cells of the cortex, and finally xylem vessel. Okay, got it, Amma? And next here, so whenever it will reaches the xylem vessel, how the transportation is done? So ఇక్కడ ఏమి మోటార్ ఏమి వేయరు కదా ప్లాంట్స్ కి వాటర్ పైకి వెళ్ళడానికి. సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు బి ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ బై ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. సో దెర్ విల్ బి 2 mechanisms here it will be work. They are, one is the root pressure. So one is the root pressure. See here how the root pressure will be worked. So what is meant by root pressure? So the pressure required to transport the water, the help of the root, is called the root pressure. Okay, so here root hairs and root cells are all involved. A pressure in the xylem vessels develop which forces the water upwards. Okay, so for that root pressure, here we are the root pressure experiment, we are seeing that the activity, how that will be occurred means, So here we are taking a potted plant. Okay, to that potted plant we are that is the stem of the plant we are cutting near to that of the pot. ఇక్కడ చిన్నగా ఆ పాట్కి దగ్గరగా ఉండే చిన్న కొమ్మ అంటే అంత ఉండేటట్టు కట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. కట్ చేసేసుకొని we are placing a glass tube. See here, this is the glass tube. That is the diameter of the glass tube which is more than that of the diameter of the stem. అంటే మరీ ఎక్కువ కాకుండా కొద్ది మరీ ఈక్వల్ కాకుండా కొంచెం ఎక్కువగా ఉండేలా చూసుకోవాలి. దే విల్ బి జాయిండ్ విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ద రబ్బర్ ట్యూబ్. ఓకే, so now it is ready for experiment or for activity. Okay, what we are taking, a water trough we are taking down and a potted plant and the stem of the potted plant which will be cutted near to that of the pot, and to that we are fixing the glass tube. Okay, that the glass tube and the stem of the pot will be fixed with the help of the rubber tube. ఇక్కడ ఎలా ఉందో డయాగ్రామ్ అలా ఫిక్స్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకేనా. నెక్స్ట్ what we will be doing means we'll be placing or pouring some of the water into that glass tube. కొద్ది వాటర్ పోస్తున్నాం. సో see here, ఫస్ట్ కొద్దిసేపు ఎలా ఉంటుంది, వాటర్ లెవెల్ ఇక్కడికి ఉంటుంది. సో ద వాటర్ లెవెల్ మస్ట్ బి హియర్, ఇక్కడ ఉంది. ఓకేనా. కొద్దిసేపటికి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ టైమ్ వాట్ యూ విల్ అబ్జర్వ్ మీన్స్ ద వాటర్ లెవెల్ విల్ బి డిక్రీజ్డ్. దట్ మీన్స్ వేర్ ద వాటర్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్, ద వాటర్ లెవెల్ విల్ బి ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. వై మీన్స్ హియర్ we are placing the water in the water trough. ఇక్కడ వాటర్ ట్రఫ్ లో వాటర్ పెడుతున్నాం. వాటర్ ట్రఫ్ లో వాటర్ పెట్టడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇక్కడ గ్లాస్ ట్యూబ్ లో కొద్ది వాటర్ పోసినాం. కొద్దిసేపటికి ఏమైంది, all of you on the video first. Why you are switching off your videos, ma? Huh? Shirisha, Jyoti, Akila, Priyanka, on your video ఆన్ చేసుకోండి అందరు. ఏమ్మా ఇంకా మాధవి, దివ్య, అఖిల, ప్రియాంక ఆన్ చేసుకోకుంటే వెళ్ళిపోండి, నా క్లాసులో ఉండొద్దు. On your videos all Lakshmi Devi, Chandrakala. On your videos Sama. Madhavilata. Who is Madhavilata? Radhika. ఆన్ చేసుకోండి వీడియో, లేదంటే రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తాను నేను వీడియో కానీ ఆన్ లేదంటే. ఏం ప్రియాంక వినిపించట్లేదా? అఖిల ఏం వినిపించట్లేదా? ఐఎమ్ రిమూవింగ్ యూ. ఆన్ చేసుకోండి వీడియోస్. ఇంకెవరు ఆన్ చేయండి? రాధిక, మాధవిలత, మీనాక్షి, మీరు ఆన్ చేయండి ఫస్ట్. అందరు ఆన్ చేయండి. హేమలత, చంద్రకళ ఆన్ చేయకుండా రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తాను మిమ్మల్ని క్లాస్ నుంచి. అందరు ఆన్ చేయండి వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేయండి అందరూ. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూర్ ఆన్ యువర్ వీడియోస్. ఎందుకు ఆఫ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు? క్లాస్ వింటున్నారా లేదని తెలియాలి కదా నాకు. నేను చెక్ చేసుకుంటుంటాను మధ్యలో. ఎవరు ఆఫ్ చేయొద్దు వీడియోని. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ద టాపిక్ వీఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్? రూట్ ప్రెషర్. Okay, see here, what is the aim of the apparatus? To prove that root pressure in the plants. Apparatus, that is a potted plant, a glass tube, a clamp, a rubber tube, okay, water. And precautions. What are the precautions for it? So the diameter of the glass tube must not be more than or less than the size of the stem of the potted plant. And procedure. So what is the procedure for it? So first we are taking the potted plant and we are cutting off the stem which is near to that of the potted plant, and we are placing the glass tube to that stem of the potted plant, and we are attaching that glass tube to the stem with the help of the rubber tube, and we are placing and we are pouring some of the water and keeping aside for some time. This is the procedure. After observation, what you will observe here? So you will observe that after some time the increase of the water level, so the water level in the glass tube will be increased. How it will be possible means, here in the down we are placed that the potted plant in the water trough. Okay, so from the water trough, with the help of the roots, the water will be absorbed. By this we can prove that the root pressure, with the help of the root pressure, the water will be transported to the upper parts of the plant. So this is the observation of this activity. Okay, so once again we'll see the chart how the water will be transported to the parts of the plant. So this is to the plant body. Yes, here down you can see. So first from the soil particles. From the soil particles to it will be entered into the film of the water. That is, the film means a column of the water. Okay, from the soil particles, it's a column, the water column will be maintained there. That water column will be entered into the root hair. From the root hair to epidermis. Epidermis, all of you know, in 9th class we discussed the outer layer of the plant. And from the epidermis to the root cortex. Now we have shown you the cortex. Okay, the plant will be having epidermis, cortex and steel region. Okay, from the cortex to endodermis inside. And then in the endodermis, first it will be entered into the xylem of the root. Why? Because here we are discussing the water. So that's why I am saying is xylem of the root. From the xylem of the root, it will be entered into the xylem of the stem. From the xylem of the stem to the xylem of the leaf. From the xylem of the leaf to the stomata. Stomata means gaseous exchange, where the gaseous exchange. So through the stomata, the water will be entered into the leaf. And from there to the transpiration. Transpiration means what? Loss of water from the plant. Okay. So loss of water from the plant is called transpiration. So like that, water absorption by roots to transportation by leaf. So like this, the flow chart will be formed here. Okay. And after then, the mechanism by which the water travels through the plant. So whatever we have discussed that. So with the help of the roots and with the help of the root pressure, the water will be transported to the plant body. Then what about the tall trees, very tall trees? That is, you can see the eucalyptus tree, very tall tree, and also red sandalwood, largest tree. Okay, so nearly they will be 100 meters. The root pressure will be applicable up to shrubs. Then what about the tall trees? Up to some of the trees, some high trees, the root pressure will be okay to the plants. They will be transported. Then what about the large trees? That is the longest trees. That is the red sandalwood, eucalyptus trees like that. They will be several meters. Then what about them means here? Then how the water will be transported to there? So the water will be transported to them. Okay. So with the help of one more mechanism, that is the transpiration. Okay. So transpiration means loss of water from the plants is called transpiration. So transpiration, from where the transpiration is done? From the roots only. So that means now I have shown you that flow chart. From the soil particles to epidermis. Epidermis to the cortex. Cortex to the endodermis. Endodermis to the xylem of the root. Xylem of the root to the xylem of the stem. Xylem of the stem to the xylem of the leaf. So finally transportation. That is a transpiration. Transpiration means evaporation. However, the water vapor, the water will be transported from the animals. మనకి ఎలాగైతే మన బాడీ నుంచి వాటర్ అనేది చెమట ద్వారా బయటికి వెళ్తుందో, లైక్ దట్ ద వాటర్ విల్ బి ఎవాపరేటెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ప్లాంట్. వీఆర్ కాలింగ్ దట్ మెకానిజం యాజ్ అ ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ అని అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ గెట్ evaporated, get transpired. At that time, the transpiration, whatever the parts are not getting, they can absorb the water. Can you catch my point or not? ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ అంటే ఏంటిది? ఎవాపరేషన్. మనకి ఎలాగైతే ఎవాపరేషన్ అవుతుందో మన బాడీలో హీట్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నప్పుడు, వెనెవర్ ద ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఈజ్ వెరీ హాట్, బయట టెంపరేచర్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? మన బాడీ నుంచి వాటర్ అనేది ఎవాపరేట్ అవుతుంది. అలాగే ప్లాంట్స్ లో కూడా వాటర్ ఎవాపరేషన్ జరుగుతుంది, కానీ అక్కడ మనం ఎవాపరేషన్ అనం, ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ అని అంటాం. కానీ రెండు జరిగేది అక్కడ లాస్ ఆఫ్ వాటరే. లాస్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద అనిమల్స్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎవాపరేషన్. లాస్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ ఫ్రమ్ ది ప్లాంట్స్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్. అమ్మ ఇప్పుడు డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ వెంటనే కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి. ఓకే, డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది 1 minute లో, వెంటనే మళ్ళీ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి. అలా I'll take a few more minutes. ఓకే, సో ఎలాగైతే ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ అవుతుందో అలా ట్రాన్స్పైర్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు వేడికి ప్లాంట్స్ నుంచి వాటర్ అనేది, అంటే రూట్స్ నుంచే కదా వాటర్ అనేది పైకి రావాల్సింది. ఆ ట్రాన్స్పైర్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు మధ్యలో ఏ పార్ట్స్కి అయితే వాటర్ అందలేదో ప్లాంట్ బాడీలో అవి అప్పుడు వాటర్ని క్యాచ్ చేస్తాయి అనమాట. ఓకేనా? సో లైక్ దట్ పెద్ద పెద్ద చెట్లు అనేటివి ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ ద్వారా వాటర్ అవైలబిలిటీ పొందుతాయి. ఓకే, సో హియర్ the transpiration will be done, that is the transportation of water will be done with the help of three mechanisms, that is with the help of xylem, with the help of root pressure up to some extent height plants, to the tall trees transpiration. Okay, got it Amma? So a best I'll show you the one activity. Transpiration.
Okay, the diagram is not there. Okay. Diagram is not there, ma. So transpiration in your textbook page number 66 they had given.